Brittney Griner, who was imprisoned in Russia in a man's prison, which I had no idea about.
Brittney Griner is under fire for extremely aggressive behavior portrayed toward CaitlinClark, the rookie from last year, the one that has everybody's focus in the WNBA. And this incident has, of course, gone viral online, but also sparked up some other skeletons in Brittney's closet that she...
After shocking medical information surfaced following her incident involving CaitlinClark, Brittney Griner reportedly went into complete panic mode. The WNBA and beyond have been shocked by the details that doctors have disclosed. The medical report claim explained cast doubt on any preconceived notions regarding the circumstance. Officials from the league are now rushing. Griner hasn't said anything, and more details are starting to emerge.
Now, Brittney Griner literally represents the woke trifecta in sports. She is black, she is gay, and she is a woman.
The difference between what doctors have allegedly disclosed and the WNBA's total silence about those medical conclusions might be the greater surprise. Brittney Griner is reportedly under tremendous pressure for reasons that go beyond her one-time court incident involving CaitlinClark, and the league's landscape has been thrown into disarray. Medical experts have come forth with what they call major accusations, which place Griner's earlier remarks in a completely different light. Concern and conjecture have grown as a result of Griner's and league officials' ongoing silence.
So I think it is important, if the inverse had been said by a white person, just imagine the outrage that would be taking place right now. There is just so much hypocrisy in every institution, but particularly the WNBA, who are very fond of virtue signaling. But even when it comes to Brittney's exchange for like the Merchant of Death, which is insane, by the way, but had that been just like a straight white girl, my guess is that straight white girl would probably...
Let's start with the events of the now widely discussed game. After Brittney Griner and CaitlinClark engaged in a physical play that many viewers took to be deliberate, there was film that seemed to show Griner talking as she departed the court. The video went viral among commenters and lip-reading experts. How CaitlinClark entered the story, presenting many interpretations of the statements made. But when medical experts analyzed the video and looked past the spoken discussion, the story took an unexpected turn. Griner's actions and behavioral clues during the incident were the main focus of their analysis. Those experts claimed that several observations about music brought up issues that went beyond the initial dispute. They, music, contend that these evaluations are presented as expert observations that call for additional investigation rather than being conjectural. The WNBA is under pressure to address issues that it has so far neglected to comment on as a result of the situation's growing scrutiny.
Brittney Griner is, in fact, a man. And one of the videos that give us cause to say that is this video. It is from her Instagram stories from years and years ago. It says on here 109 weeks ago, and I believe this was screenshotted and posted a year ago. So quite a while. Let's go ahead and watch this, and we'll talk about what we think.
Commentators were particularly interested in Brittney Griner's physique and athletic background. Her physique and movement patterns were scrutinized by certain sports performance analysts, who compared them to the typical ranges observed in elite athletes. In their debate, they highlighted elements like posture, strength distribution, and biomechanics, highlighting the fact that elite athletes might differ greatly in their physical attributes. Commentators used factors like voice projection, movement mechanics, and Griffin's prior injury history to go beyond appearance. When combined, these findings sparked discussion regarding athlete eligibility and evaluation practices at the professional level and rekindled debate in internet and media circles. It is crucial to remember that these debates are still theoretical and have not been backed by any recognized medical research. However, the scandal has put further pressure on the WNBA to address the growing public scrutiny of the problem and clarify its regulations.
To say that this person is not a female. Firstly, because this was actually posted to Brittney's personal Instagram. And when it comes to Instagram, they use a combination of like AI detection and plus manual surveyors, but specifically the AI detection to make sure that no explicit content ends up on the platform. So clearly whatever AI detection system was used when Brittney posted this and it stayed up for 106 weeks was not like, oh, this is a bare female chest, we have to take this down. It obviously assumed that Brittney was male and therefore being topless on the platform was totally fine.
According to reports, Brittney Griner is under more pressure than just possible repercussions for her comments. Commentators speculate that the public raising of more general issues is the cause of the increased worry. Inquiries that, if followed, might affect her career and the league more broadly. The anxiety around the subject has been exacerbated by some observers who claim that long-standing qualifying requirements in women's sports have not been thoroughly explored. Online commentators have used previous public photos of Griner, including social media posts, as part of their larger medical discussion. These commentators assert that they perceive physical characteristics that they personally consider abnormal, but their judgments are still subjective and unbacked by any validated medical analysis. No governing body has said that Griner's eligibility is being reviewed, and no official conclusions have been made public. However, the frequency of these allegations has heightened criticism and stoked demands for the WNBA to be more open about its policies. Although Griner hasn't addressed the rumors in public,
NBA's Brittney Griner is in fact a man. And where a lot of this actually surfaced from, and I mean, you guys could probably say like, yo, isn't it obvious? Like her voice, you know, there's a lot of things that you can kind of look towards. However, this video actually resurfaced. It's an Instagram story from, I believe it says 109 weeks ago. I can't see from here, but over 2 years ago, that this video was recorded and it was recently leaked on Twitter. So Kelly, if we can go ahead and play this video, please, and then we'll have it.
Some pundits think that Brittney Griner's actions during the game involving CaitlinClark are just one aspect of the issue surrounding her. As part of a larger discussion about how technology interprets content, they draw attention to social media moderation decisions, such as how certain images were handled by automated systems. However, no platform has provided an explanation or connected those decisions to biological fan and media reactions classification. Others have highlighted Griner's perseverance, recuperation, and physical performance throughout her career, drawing comparisons to trends seen in professional athletes. However, specialists in sports science point out that these characteristics can differ greatly and are impacted by professional conditioning, heredity, and training rather than acting as unambiguous markers of anything else. In their commentary on the incident, mental health experts have advised against extrapolating conclusions from scant video, stressing that highly competitive settings can elicit strong emotional responses without suggesting more serious psychiatric problems. Griner has not received a diagnosis and no validated evaluations have been made public. Despite this, the internet discussion is still getting more heated, with some voices urging the WNBA to communicate its policies and standards more clearly. The league has not yet disclosed that Griner's eligibility is being reviewed or tested. Citing examples like eligibility checks or standardized medical examinations used in professional sports, some commentators have gone so far as to list the kinds of assessments they think could resolve continuing disputes. Nevertheless, no regulatory body has declared that this process is being taken into consideration. Music, the WNBA has not responded to the rumors in public, which detractors criticize as a lack of openness. Commentators have repeatedly asked for clarity, an independent assessment, or a statement detailing league protocols, but authorities have refused to address the issue or say that an eligibility review is in progress. Wider concerns over league regulations and verification requirements in professional women's sports have been stoked by this silence. Music analysts are arguing over who is in charge of oversight, what paperwork is needed, and how eligibility determinations are made. They contend that preserving competitive integrity depends on certain concerns. Music, according to some, if league rules were ever discovered to be applied inconsistently, the controversy might have negative legal and reputational repercussions. However, as of right now, Brittney Griner's competitive record has not changed, and no investigation or findings have been made public. Music, with observers questioning whether current WNBA policies sufficiently address eligibility, conduct, and accountability, the dispute has spread into more general discussions about competitive fairness, league transparency, and athlete safety. The league's reticence, according to critics, has heightened worries about integrity, possible legal repercussions, and the long-term effects for women's sports. Public versus private discussion. Although no formal conclusions or investigations have been made public, the WNBA is under increasing pressure to address the issue, which has sparked requests for stricter regulations, more stringent oversight, and increased athlete protection. Money.